Oh God. Seen this Professor Dave take on anti-Semitism yet? No. What about how it's not
Anti-Semitism's
real?
bad.
No, it's gonna be that it's not
Oh,
real.
I forgot. Literally everyone in the world is out to get you, right, Avi? That darn anti-Semitism strikes again. This is, quite predictably, the most pathetic and indefensible accusation you made about me, though it's one I'm quite used to given your ideological affiliations and my track record of shitting all over genocide-supporting Zionist assholes. Are you really implying that anyone who is Jewish can lie about science as much as they want, and if anyone exposes those lies, they're automatically an anti-Semite? So exposing lies qualifies as anti-Semitism now. Not even you can keep a straight face on that one, Avi. Furthermore, what's funniest about this tired angle is that you and all your piece of shit Zionist cronies are not Semites. Ashkenazi and Sephardic Jews like you and Bibi and all the rest.
This is one of the... Oh, wow, he went to the deep pro-Pali train. Remember I said there's a difference between, like, what is it, Sephardic? Or is it Mizrahi? No, it's Sephardic Jews are like the Middle Eastern Jews, and then the Ashkenazi Jews. Sometimes the Palestinian people will fight that, like, oh, well, we could trace our genetic roots all the way back 2,000 years, but the Ashkenazi Jews from Europe have no lineage that they could trace back to Israel.
Are European. You literally are not a Semite, while Palestinians are
Wait, Mizrahi is what I was saying, I'm sorry.
Semites. Therefore, Zionists are, in reality, anti-Semitic. Uh-oh, looks like you're gonna have to be chased off the Harvard campus with torches and pitchforks, Avi. Deport the anti-Semite. The campaign to stop anti-Semitism has spoken. Anything else?
And my question is, who is the fraud? The person who calls himself a professor, who never held an academic position of that stature? Or the person who he is attacking, who is a real professor, doing real scientific work, published more than 1,000 scientific papers? I just published this week 2 scientific papers.
You, Avi, you are the fraud. You are the one constantly lying about science to make money, so you are the fraud. Your prior publication history is irrelevant. When you lie about science, you are not publishing papers. You're writing blog posts. You're sending non-peer-reviewed, unpublished preprints directly to the media. You're writing shitty books full of lies. And you're whining like a little bitch.
You should see the context behind that clip. It doesn't make it any better.
Oh, I forgot. Literally everyone egregious that he had to offer a half-assed formal apology. And then there are his misadventures trying to manipulate hundreds of millions of dollars out of the federal government for work that other people actually already do instead of him. The blatant manipulation, opportunism, and perpetual victim complex is par for the course when dealing with disgusting Zionist frauds like him. Anyway, with this context covered, let's pivot to the aftermath of my 2 videos, which came pretty rapid fire last summer. As I said, Avi is quite aware of them, given their view counts, and how they undeniably shifted the way the public perceives him. Thousands of people learned what a disgusting fraud he is through my content, which, as you can imagine, brings me great joy. Want to hear what Avi has to say about me?
You know, the other thing that I find from the other side of the spectrum of people, there are people on both extremes that are completely unreasonable, and I get attacked by both of them. So another one claims that my analysis is a fraud. And the guy who claims that defines himself as a professor. He is calling himself on his YouTube channel, Professor Dave. Now, this guy doesn't even have a PhD, not to speak about the fact that he never held a professorship in his life. And then he puts a viral YouTube video to make money in which he makes anti-Semitic claims and distortions of the way I do my science, just to be sufficiently provocative to attract attention.
Some pretty bold accusations there, Avi. Which distortions are you referring to exactly? I can't help but notice that you didn't actually say anything. Did you want to tell me where I'm wrong literally anywhere in either video? No? That seems pretty convenient. Then, quite predictably, the whining about the name of my YouTube channel. It doesn't matter that I did in fact teach at a university, but referencing my credentials isn't really an argument either. Now, is it, Avi? This pathetic cop-out just makes it quite a bit more embarrassing for you, since a generalist like myself was able to reference a big...
Hold on, wait.
It's pretty convenient. Then, quite predictably, the whining about the name of my YouTube channel. It doesn't matter that I did in fact teach at a university, but referencing...
Hold on. Now, Dave can be annoying as fuck sometimes, and I think he's also brain broken by the Israel-Palestine thing, but he kind of just... Did he just pull a fast one there? When people say that they are professors, generally that means that you are... I don't know if it means you have to be tenured, but generally means you have a PhD and you're a teacher, like you have a full-time teaching position at a university. Not like a TA, not like a guest lecturer, not like a I don't know what other things, but when he just said right there, like, I taught at a university, that makes it sound like... When I read Professor Dave, I'm sorry, I just kind of thought that was like a tongue-in-cheek. Like if I made a science channel and I called myself like, oh, I'm Professor Steve. Okay. So he has a master's and he taught for about a decade in various high school and undergrad settings, specializing in organic chemistry. Okay. I feel like that was a little slimy, but okay, whatever.
My credentials isn't really an argument either. Now, is it, Avi? This pathetic cop-out just makes it quite a bit more embarrassing for you, since a generalist like myself was able to reference a big stack of primary literature from researchers who are actual experts on these phenomena and use them to prove conclusively that you're a lying fraud. And I even collaborated with some of those experts to make my content.
I don't care that much, but...
Including several who are much more qualified than you to speak on these topics, since they've been publishing about them in real journals for decades. So you really have to make up your mind here. If I were an esteemed professor of astronomy, you'd be flipping out all the same, just with a different script. So are credentials and experience good or bad? Is it the overqualified ivory tower elites who are coming to get you, or is it the unqualified YouTubers? Oh, I forgot. Literally everyone in the world is out to get you, right, Avi? That darn anti-Semitism strikes again. This is, quite predictably, the most pathetic and indefensible accusation.
Avi Loeb? I don't know.
He's just a Jew.
Well, he might say crazy shit. I don't know about him. I'm not going to defend that guy. That guy might be retarded. Like your mom. Oh!
Well, I just had no idea who he is.
Me neither.
And why do I feel so dizzy?
Jesus Christ.
Can Aerith stop moaning?
What do you mean? They're not moaning, dude.
She's fucking moaning, man.